label, Mike and Dream.
Shouts to Wild Label, you know what it is.
Always on to come through. We
Yes.
appreciate you.
Anytime.
You gonna introduce him, or you gonna let him do his thing?
You want to introduce yourself? Yeah, you do what you gotta
Okay,
do,
well, you
man.
think.
I'd like to introduce you to Extra Flex, man.
So welcome to the Ride Along, Extra Flex, New Music Monday. So what's good? What's going on? Where you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Before I talk about our scenes, and I just want to say thank you guys for letting me have this opportunity to come out and speak and just show where I'm from. From the city. I'm from 914, from Yonkers, New York. So I started as like an artist when I was just like, you could say like 18. And I just started going into it little by little. Everybody would say like, yo, we can freestyle. And I just keep going. Like, one day I just try to do this one. But
Where did your passion for music come from? Like, did it just like come out of nowhere? Did anybody else hear it in you, see it in you, or was you just? How did you gradually come towards that decision that you wanted to do something music?
I ain't gonna front, like my family, they basically raised me around music the whole time. I come from a Spanish heritage, so it's just like I'm Puerto Rican, so like I listen to a lot of bachata, salsa, things like that. But my uncles, it was really like indicated styles, speed, the lives. They really started bringing me into the hood. You feel me? Like I grew up in the hood. I'm from Bobby, so it's just like I just always had music as my way out. You could say that was just my belief system. Just to go.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Honestly, I'm kind of like a versatile artist, so I like kind of multiple people. So I can't say I have a favorite or one because it's just I'm not just a one type of person. I do different type of music. So it's like I'll come from like dancehall to R&B, hip hop, like whatever you give me, throw at me, I got you. I do it.
Yeah.
And I'll give you some heat. For me, I got the melody, I got the voice, I got the face. For me, I got the image. I know I can do it. For me.
Yeah.
So I just try and get it.
Have you explored back into like 90s music, or was it just like the Lox and like that? I mean, Lox is like 90s, but like, you know, like more of the Eric B's and stuff like that. Like, was you into people like that, or was it just?
I ain't gonna front, like it's, you could say it's just a mixture. So it's just like I would listen to them, but I also listen to like Neo, feel me? Usher, but throwbacks type of music. Like I wouldn't really like. I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's just that it just I could say it's just a natural feeling.
So you told me like off the mic that you mix and record all your stuff. So you started off. What was it first? Was it the rapping first, or was it you getting on the boards and learning how to work the system?
It was honestly rapping first. Like I would just be freestyling, and then like one time I just sat there and I just thought about it like, why am I just gonna pay for studio time? You know, I had somebody, thank God, just let me like, who was blessed enough to just give me a studio for free. Like he did. I was in his crib one day. He just said, you know what? Here, take that. He was like, yo, do something positive. Because he seen like I freestyle for him one time. He thought I was just playing around. Like I didn't take it serious. I was like, I really want to learn. I want to do it myself. Like why not? I put all this time into something else. Like that's not benefiting my life, but this it could really benefit me in the long run. You know? So I
So
took that risk.
you dropped any project?
Honestly, nah. I never dropped a song like officially, like on iTunes or anything. I mostly like do little previews and things like that. If you go on my IG, like you can see like I had the little attention that just made me want to do it. You feel me? It's just that I'm just you can say a perfectionist for myself, and I criticize myself a lot. So I feel like I like quality over quantity. You feel me? So I know before I start, I want to at least get my voice to where I feel like it needs to be.
Yeah, I feel you 100% on that. Cause, I'm like that. I feel you.
It's just like the way I do it. I don't know. It's just that feeling like.
You have that certain sound in your head, so once it come out like that,
And with me mixing and engineering, it's just gonna be something perfect to me. You feel me? Because I get to control everything. I get to see how I like it, how I want my voice to sound. So I don't have to talk to anybody. I know myself. So let's say I ever do go to like expensive studios and top-notch people. You feel me? I can sit there and actually communicate with them and be on a certain level with them. I understand what's happening with my music.
that's definitely cool.
You feel me? Because I realize when you go into a studio, if the engineer know you don't know nothing about it, I feel bad for some people. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not to
Depending
sound
on
wrong.
who, yeah.
You feel me? That's just how it is.
They'll let you record, don't do nothing to it, and be like, you like it? Like, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, nah,
Send it right
hell
to you. No
yeah.
mixing, no fixing, nothing. You thinking you good, you take it back to somebody else. They're like, bro, you gotta.
That's why I was like, nah, I can't do that. I want to be able to sit there and just learn, just see, like, okay, I hear it, because it's all about the ears. You feel me? I realized that, like, for me personally, not to speak in general for it, because like personally, I'm more of a visual learner, so like I could listen with my ears. Like I got bad eyesight, so my ears is really good.
I feel you.
Like,
I feel you.
So how'd you meet Mike and Dream? How'd that work out?
Mike, alright, so like one time, I seen it through our Instagram, but I never really interacted. But one time I seen him in the studio, and it was just me and him and my friend Moses. He's a mix engineer from Ghana. Shout out to him. Like, it's a child.
What's his name?
Moses. He's an engineer in Ghana. But from there, me and Mike, we was just talking and we was just kicking it. And he invited me out to the studio and just to get a little taste of like what he do. You feel me? So I went, and from there I felt the vibe that like most of the time you don't really get out nowadays, because a lot of people like to support. You feel me? But with him, he has a family behind him. He has people who actually support and really do this. So it's just like, why not? If I know I can use my specialties to help them out, it's gonna benefit me. It's gonna make me feel good regardless. You feel me? Because that's my purpose. I like to feel good about what I do in my life. You feel me? I try to stick to the purpose of what it is.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. You know, like hip hop right now is turning into a real hands-on game. Meaning, like people who are able to produce their own music are winning. You know, like labels ain't. You know, like labels are necessary, but people are blowing up out of their basements, out of their bedrooms.
That's so true. On their phones.
Yo,
Yeah.
Russ. lock
Perfect
that
example.
down.
Perfect
Russ, hell yeah. Russ produced. He owns everything he's on, and he has big name. He has Black Dog and Benny the Butcher on one track,
You
the
wanna know what's
6-minute track.
crazy?
Like that's and other people like
Yeah.
Absol.
He's
You know,
done
he
so
has
many songs.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Nah,
Man, he
Russ,
owns
he's a really great engineer. Like,
I
he-
randomly came across him because I was looking for a UK artist named Russ.
Yeah, and then
And then he popped up, so and I seen that he had something with Benny Butcher. That was the first track I listened to. So I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
know
yo,
what he
what
did,
the hell?
right?
Not
He flooded the market basically. And he just kept making music. People was like, yo, you should stop, blah blah. He just kept making music until some hit. And then he made like his first song that hit like, like a good 100K, whatever it was. He just kept blowing up from there.
so
This song, like, shit. I don't even know the name, but you can go check it out. It's Out of the Best Worlds album or something like that he has one. That's a great song. But in general, Russ, he's a very smart man as well. And he's an author as well. So like he has a book. I'm not to be exact about it. It's a book. But that book is basically about branding yourself and putting yourself together. You feel me? Learning yourself and coming to accountability and just taking control of what you're doing yourself. Like, you feel me?
hell yeah, I learned something from Russ because he's doing exactly what everybody wants to do, is to be as independent and free as he is and have a strong fan base, and all of his songs hit millions now.
Yeah.
Like every single last one of them streaming, and I'm only looking for Spotify.
How long he been out?
A little while, but like
That's
since he
5
started
years.
since he really started banging and buzzing, was it 5 years?
I think so.
You sure?
Well, you call a little buzz, platinum, you feel me? And after that, he just started releasing. Now he releases like little singles almost every week. Too.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Yeah, but before that, like Hado said, he was flooding places. Like, so he's been doing this for a little while, but that buzz really slapped and stuck about like 5 years ago.
You know what I think is dope, that the industry is shifting more from being something glamorous to just are you making your money? In present days, now it's a source of income, like that's attainable. Now you can own your art. It's how you work. Like it's a dope time to be an artist.
Phone call, digital kid, shit like that.
That's a deal, exactly. Like his deal's like 10 million. He has like a $10 million deal. So it's just like.
But again, this is what
gotta
goes back
understand
to.
independent artists, again, being able to get deals like that, you gotta be able to have value for yourself. You know,
Yeah.
to bring to the table that they need something from you. They want you. You don't be dumb. You feel me?
Because these labels now, they're concerned about your streams and how you're putting your music out there. If you've got a million views and a million likes and all that stuff, now they want you. They're not gonna wait. They're not gonna put you out there and help you get the million views. They want you already established a little bit on social media before you even come to them.
And I feel like that's why I try to go to college. Now I'm on WCC and I do social media marketing
Mm-hmm.
and I do business management. That's what I'm majoring with a minor in marketing. But I just feel like that's important nowadays. You need to know how to market yourself to do anything. That's the core of a business.
Yep.
So I feel like if I can market myself, and now with Mike, now I'm forced out to label with them, and get to the point where it's gonna hit in a reality that I've been expecting it to for a while. Because it's just learning your own source. You feel me? Everybody has their own source. So personally for me, I just try to find my own market. I just try to find like me.
There you go. Just put it out there. They'll find you.
Yeah, marketing is that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like they feel like they can just like you can rap, you can make songs and stuff like that, but honestly, like you gotta make sure that you're marketing. That's why it's crazy that I come across a lot of people that like they heard about it, but they don't understand that. They think they talent can just don't get me wrong, your talent can take you to a market. But if it can't take you there, you can have talent, but if it can't take you there, your talent is not going to take you there. Like, you definitely got to be
But you
marketable.
have to be marketable, like you just said.
Take social media for example.
Yeah.
All them people that got like 100K followers, 200K, millions and things like that.
Honestly,
You know what I'm saying? But they're marketable on social media. They're doing shit for different content and want to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
I realized that everybody human. It's life.
Right.
You feel me? Everybody got feelings. That person behind that phone, your favorite person, they crying, they really doing everything that we do.
Right.
It's an everyday lifestyle, and people forget that. They got that little blue badge and they got this little title. It's a title.
That's
That makes
it.
them
And
feel.
it gives them life. Yes.
It makes them feel inside.
There's people that are doing way more than that and don't have a blue check
Yeah.
and out there killing the game, for real.
Yo, don't that lady with the Gorilla Glue got a blue check?
I can you brought her up.
She probably own Gorilla Glue.
I think she got like a deal or something from that. Like
Yeah, she got a hair deal or something. But yeah.
that's look at that should be just an example of what a hit. Little
That's
success.
not even being
That's
like,
not,
that's not even being marketable. I don't think.
Yeah, it's
I don't
just
understand
the
that.
internet now.
Yeah,
People
it,
want to see what's going on.
like what's going
No,
on with
but
her
that's
hair
to show you
now?
that if you could produce eyes, it's money. That's all people's. I'm pretty sure Gorilla Glue sales went up after that. They don't talk about it, but I'm pretty sure it was
It
like,
did
damn,
put a
that shit
disclaimer
worked.
out, do not put this in your hair.
Yeah.
Please. Well, let's get into your music. So tell us about the song Drill.
Honestly, I literally just recorded it. Like, it was just something that I just literally did before I got here. Like, I don't
Are you for real?
an hour and a half. Because then I was just in my crib trying to kind of rush, so it's kind of short. That's why, because I literally was just working on it just now.
I respect it though.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
hard.
heard it yet. That's actually hard as hell.
Nobody did that.
Only Mike
Nobody's
can
ever
do
done
it.
that one. That's a new one.
I know, you the first.
Yeah, for real.
I try to be
Yeah.
spoken with it.
Nah, yeah, that's hard.
All right, well, let's
Appreciate
check it out. All right, this is Exit Flex, New Music Mondays.
that. I'm about to come here with some fresh shit for them.
Yeah.